Hi Scorpio, I'm Brenda and I'm here today to bring you your Angel Tarot card messages for the month of May 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos that I put out there on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading. But if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I welcome and invite you to go up there and press that button. And it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session. So Scorpio, my friend, let's get on with our reading. There are 4 weeks in May, and this is the first of those 4 weeks. So you're given 3 cards for the beginning, the middle, and the end of each week. This is the beginning of the first week for you. You've been given the Knight of Earth, Scorpio, and Earth cards have to do with the material part of our lives, and often that has to do with our careers, our professions, our jobs, and how we bring that currency into our lives. But it also has to do with our closest circle, which is our family, and those people that are in that with us that we deal with situations, circumstances around. I do see that some of you have a job that you need to do. Some of you are being faced with a choice and also to make a decision in your life. And you have to buckle down and do that. But I do see some of you that have been given a job to do, or you have responsibilities that have been put forth on your path that you need to buckle down and get them done and honor your previous commitments. If you've made, a promise to get something done, now's the time that you do it. Time is of the essence and you need to get it done. But you also need to know that this card is the card that shows me your guardian angel with their hand on your back. And know that spirit is around you, and that especially divine spirit is there and your guides to help you through this situation so you can get it done. So my friend, stop procrastinating about it and get this job done. Now, the beginning of the first week of May, Scorpio, you've been given a self-development card, and this is the Page of Fire. And, during the process of our self-development, we often have to go places we normally wouldn't go and take risks we normally wouldn't take. This card's been coming up a lot for others too, other signs, and this is all about some sort of an endeavor or an event coming into you, and hearing about some new exciting endeavor or news that's coming into you that's going to really stimulate you and get you wanting to be excited about it. So please know that when it arrives, you're going to be able to use your own originality and your own ingenuity. It's almost like a project or some sort of situation that you're involved in. Perhaps some of you have joined a meetup group that you're excited about, and there's all kinds of new and inspiring ideas that they're putting forth on your path for you to accept and get involved in. At the end of the first week, you've been given another Earth card, the Material card, and this is the 7 of Earth. And this is showing me that you may have put out a proposal. You may have put out, given someone options. You may have put out some information to others. You may be mentoring others. And you need to know that often when we put in a proposal, maybe we were waiting to hear from how it worked out. Maybe some of you are doing this through your place of employment, and you're waiting for head office or your boss or your supervisors to take a good look and review what you've put out there, and you're waiting to hear how they're going to respond. Don't worry, okay? Because what they tell me is that information, that idea, that proposal, whatever it was that you've thrown out, it's going to come back to you. Perhaps some of you are throwing this out into the universe. You've been throwing out this positive law of attraction out into the universe. Please know your seeds are planted well, okay? There may be a temporary pause while you're waiting to hear back, or you're waiting for this to happen. Everything happens at the right time, my friend. Don't worry about it. Seeds were planted well. Now, the beginning of the second week, Scorpio, of May, you've been given the Queen of Air. I love this Queen of Air. And this has to do with judgment, justice, legal issues, oftentimes. And it's about making decisions and being objective about it. So maybe some of you, you're dealing with legal issues and documentation and mediation and options that you've been given legally. And others, it may be something as simple as, clearing away all that doesn't serve you anymore. And that can come in the form of any negative energy around you. You don't want that around you anymore. That can have to do with maybe people in your life that you don't want that. You don't want them around you either. It may have to do with simple things like you're just cleaning your closet out and giving to Goodwill or to charity. So please know that any decisions that you're going to be making right now, you have to be objective. Okay, look at everybody's motives and try not to be too judgmental. You will see the humor in the situation when you're clearing out all of this stuff. It's like, well, that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I feel better purging. I feel better simplifying my life. I feel better about getting rid of all this stuff and removing those on my path that I don't feel are bringing me my greater good or have the same integrity and morals that I do. In the middle of the second week, Scorpio, you've been given balance. This is a major card, and it's quite self-explanatory. It's all about doing things in moderation. Don't jump in with both your feet and not do your research, okay? So it's also you needing balance in your life. And if there are things around you or negative energy, and again, I talked about that Queen of Air, you need to sit back and say, where do I want to be? Who do I want to share this on my journey with? And also they use the word is cooperation and compromise. Moderation, compromise, and cooperation. These are all words that will help you bring this energy into you, okay? Also timing. Everything on our path is about perfect timing. So please know that there is a need for you to be balanced, and that is moderation, cooperation, and compromise. At the end of the second week, you've been given a water card, which is a relationship card, and this is a page of water. And the page is all about you meeting someone. Someone's going to come into your life on your path, and they may either be immature, or they may be childlike, or they may be just very useful, how they look and how they act, and they think young. And they're going to be intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. And this individual is going to create and start a relationship in your life that's going to begin a new phase for you. So I do see some of you are tapping into your own psychic abilities and your own intuitiveness as well. They're becoming even more attuned and more heightened every day. Great card. Know that this new person, for some of you, may be coming in and can be a male or a female. The third week, Scorpio, you've been given at the beginning of the third week an air card, and this is the Ace of Air. Aces are the beginnings of all things in all suits, and this one has been coming up a lot too. And this is all about seeing the truth in a situation. It's almost as though you knew it was there, but you didn't want to face it. And it may be a bit challenging to finally accept this truthfulness, but it's okay, because along with that truthfulness will be some new brilliant ideas that are going to inspire you. Okay, so they show me that. They show me that there's brilliant new ideas and inspirations coming into you, Scorpio, at this time. It's almost as though you're illuminating and shining brighter. It's a relief to some of you that you finally know the truth in a situation, and you can just take a deep breath and now say, oh, okay, I knew it all along, but now it's actually come out in the open. So aces, are the beginnings of things, and it may be a little challenging in the beginning when you hear this truthfulness, but you're going to know how to deal with it. Better to know it now than later. In the middle of that third week, Scorpio, you've been given another Earth card, and you have been given the 10 of Earth. And this is showing me that, you found the peace, you found your own spot that you need to be on your path, and you seem to be feeling more at peace because of it. And almost as though you feel that you've been blessed with some abundance. It's happy times. It's showing me that you are where you want to be in your own personal home life, in your own home, in your own family life. Things are good. It also shows me that you have enough. Your financial resources are making you secure. So money's coming in. You're doing okay. But this is about finding the magic in the little things in life again, and knowing that those things are a blessing to us too. And it isn't about the big dollar signs and the big ticket items that make us happy. At the end of the day, we realize that it's not what matters. So please still find the enjoyment in the magic and the little things in life on your path. At the end of the third week, you've been given a major card, Scorpio, and it is the card of renewal. And this shows me that for some of you, it's the end of a phase in your life or a project that you've been working on. Or you are at a crossroads wondering which direction you're going to go. But it's all about you reviewing and evaluating where you are on your life path. Is it your job? Is it your relationships? Is it, is it your friendships? Is it your hobby, your passion, whatever? Is it where you're living? You're going to evaluate and review it and take a favorable assessment of the facts, because they show me that it is time for you to move in a new direction, that it's more important for you to move in this new direction than stay where you are, because you're not growing. If you stay where you are, and you're not happy, you just don't grow. You just don't advance on your path. Also, this is about if you're dealing with any legal issues, please know that they're going to be resolved in your favor. If any of you are writing exams right now, please know that those exams will go well. I do see there's going to be a landmark decision coming up for some of you that will involve your career or your job. Okay, and it's a change. It's going to be a change for you in that department. This is all about moving in a different direction, and this is all about a new beginning for you on your path in that new direction, Scorpio. The last week of May, and this is the beginning of that last week. You've been given a water card, which is a relationship card, and this is the King of Water. So this shows me that some of you are going to be opening your heart and your mind to others around you. It can often be relatives in your family, siblings, some sort of people in your close circle that you are now going to be communicating again with. I do see that things are going to work out better for you in that department, and you're now open to speak to those individuals and rekindle, perhaps, that relationship. It's all about trusting and being compassionate and being respectful of yourself and knowing that. But I do see some of you are going to be meeting a man, and he's going to be cultured and compassionate and trustworthy and respected too. This is an individual who you're going to look up to, someone who's very mature. I always say there's the king and the prince. This is going to be the king you're going to meet. I do see some of you are going to be receiving some information and some advice from this individual, this mature individual that's coming into you. Please know that his advice or her advice is going to be trustworthy and heartfelt, okay? I see some of you are going to be stepping out and wanting to pay it forward. I see that some of you are maybe giving to charity or doing something for free that you normally would have been financially compensated for to reach out and help others that you know need your help. That's a great thing to do, that charitable act. In the middle of your week, you're going to get your abundance. This is the Six of Earth, and this talks about gifts coming in, and gifts can come in the form of money, time, or effort. Some of you will be compensated financially for your efforts that you've been making. Others, it may be, you may be given time, you may be giving a respite, you may be given an extended holiday or a leave of absence that you've requested. Some of you will be getting recognition for the efforts that you're putting out there all the time on your path and on your journey. So you're going to get recognition for that in a very positive way. I do see some of you are going to be offered some new career. I see these opportunities coming into some of you Scorpions, and know that the door is opening for you, and because I see you closing the door behind you to move forward with a new career coming in. For those of you that have applied for money for a loan, perhaps it's as simple as bridging financing, like I've been saying throughout these videos. That's what my guides have been showing me. Perhaps you've been bridging approaching financing for, real estate and property you've bought. Or some of you have asked for a loan, and it may just be a promissory, temporary loan. Know that it will be approved. For others that have had a debt, perhaps it was an educational debt or some sort of debt that you have been, trying to pay off, know that you're going to have the resources to clear that debt now, because you're going to be getting gifts of some sort. And perhaps some of you are going to be getting a windfall, some of you are going to be getting an inheritance, some of you are going to get a refund, but you will have the finances to clear that debt. At the end of that final week in May, you've been given a great card. And it's a great way. I mean, the Six of Earths, Scorpio, and then the Sun at the end of the month. So things, you're moving in new directions. There's a lot happening for that month of May for you, Scorpio. But the Sun is an amazing card, and it's all about positivity, and it's all about, wonderful time for you, and that you're succeeding now in ways that you never dreamed that you could. It's being blessed. It's being blessed with abundance, and abundance comes in many forms, and abundance can come in the form of success for all your hard work. So it's important that you stay positive right now, and in yourself, stay confident, because you're on the right path. You're on the right path for improvement, for positive energy, for joy, and for some of you, it's almost public recognition. Perhaps some of you are out there doing something in the public sector where, people around the world are seeing you, and you're going to get recognized for that. This is also a great card, Scorpio, for improved and vibrant physical and emotional health for you out there, or people that you love very close to you. Scorpio, I truly wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic month of May to look forward to. And I'll see you again, and know that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, my friend.